So I know it's been a while, but I have a lot to share and a lot's been going on. So let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Shahida and this is my YouTube channel. So welcome. And this is basically just me going through life trying to learn balance. So I hope that you enjoy this content and you'll come along for the ride as we explore food, travel, and just everyday life and how to get through it. So thank you for being here. It's been a while since I posted. Lots has been going on, and I just wanted to come back here and share a little bit about what was happening, what transpired, and what's happening now. So back in, I believe, April, I was finishing up my culinary program, and I was thinking about, okay, like what's the next chapter? What do I want to do? And if you are new here, I started a company about 2 years ago called Roots and Rue, and it is a culinary wellness brand to focus it on women and women's hormonal health and how to help them transition through phases of life through food, wellness techniques, and community outreach or community support. So I was thinking about like, what do I want to do with this culinary degree? What do I want to do next? And I just kept thinking like, what does my business look like 2 years from now, 5 years from now? What do I want it to look like? And I always dream big, but I just feel like there's so much to be done in this area of work, especially with women and the things that we're finding out about our hormones. I just want to do more. I just wanted to do more. So I did some soul searching. I thought about the things that intrigued me in culinary school. And the things that really stuck out to me were back in my first couple of like introductory classes, we were learning about the protein content in fiber and flours and the amount of tannins in wine and how acid, reacts to different foods and how acid is processed in the gut. And we kind of went into that lightly in culinary school, but those are the things where I felt myself like light up inside. And so I was like, these are the things that I really love, like thinking about not only how to cook food, but how to cook it in a way where you can preserve the nutrients so that we can make sure that we're getting the most from our food, especially when it comes to women. So I was thinking about like, what does this look like to me? What does this look like beyond the culinary aspect? And I had a friend who is a food scientist. She's such an inspiration, and she's been helping me along with this business that I've been doing different events and things like that. She's been helping me along the way. And she also has her own product that is centered around women and women's wellness, and I'll link it somewhere here or there, so you'll be able to see it. I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing, so apologies, but I want to shout out her brand Ovu, and she's just been such a wonderful friend and partner in this women's wellness space. So she is a food scientist, and I was just thinking about like, do I want to go back to school? Do I want to go back to school at this big age? And I am known amongst my friends as like the universal student. I've been going to school for a long time, but I just have to follow my passion. And I thought about like eventually creating products for women and just continuing to create spaces where women can grow and learn more about their bodies and learn more about, what's happening and what they need as they transition through different phases of life. So yeah, I decided right before the end of culinary school that I was going to go back to school to pursue my master's in food science. So yeah, I'm still trying to grasp it and what this means for my life going forward, because school is a big commitment. And I knew that I wanted to start right away. I didn't want to give myself too much time to think about it. But even in thinking about it, I was still excited. That's how I knew it was the right thing. It was the right move for me. Because even in the fear, I'm thinking about all of the so-called wrong things. Like I'm thinking about my age and my comprehension and me going into perimenopause and my brain fog and all of these things. But then I'm thinking about, what am I leaving on the table for the women that I'm trying to help heal, along with myself? Like, what do I need to do and what can I do in order to keep this thing going, in order to keep learning. And this was the next step for me. So I think it was just a fear of the things that are going on with me currently, the fear of going into something new, something that I hadn't explored before. And I've never been one to let fear stop me. Do I get scared? Yes, I am a scaredy cat, but I never let it stop me. I always freak out right before I start the new thing. But then once I start the new thing, I'm like, oh, that wasn't that bad. So I dove right in. I talked to the advisor at the school I'm going to, and they were really helpful. They looked at my transcript from undergrad and they were like, you're gonna need some sciences, which I knew. I knew I was gonna need some chemistries. I took a lot of biology in undergrad, and so I knew I was gonna need the chemistry for sure with the food science degree. So I dove right in. I started my summer classes June 1st, and I'm almost done with my summer course. I just had to take some prerequisites before I can actually enter the program. So the first one was basic chemistry. I had not taken chemistry since high school, so I was a little reluctant about that too. And in talking to my culinary professors, they were like, listen, you have so many resources now. It's not like it used to be 20 years ago. You have different websites, you have AI, you have things to help you learn how to make things relevant or relative to what your day-to-day is. So when I was having trouble in the first couple of weeks of class, I was thinking to myself, like, how can I take this and put it into AI and make AI, help me understand? So when it put it into food terms and put everything into like the food terminology, it kind of stuck a little bit. So I've been doing that. It doesn't mean that it's still not a challenge. It still is a challenge, but I'm just so excited about what's to come. I have several other classes to take. It's going to be a long, hard ride, but I'm in it for the long run, and I think that it's going to benefit not only me but the women that I'm trying to serve. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. On top of school and on top of finishing the culinary program, I was also planning my next Roots and Root event. And I was working with a couple of my friends and just people in the space, trying to figure out what women needed or what type of services they would want. I've done a couple of supper clubs in the past, and that's where my heart is, but they take such a strain out of me because I have to not only cook and prepare the meals and test the recipes and things like that. I also have to come up with, all of the prep and the event space and the decorations and the venue and the drinks. And I also come out and I talk about the meals and I talk about all of the benefits with the things that I prepared and how they help us during different phases. So all of those things, once I finish an event like that, I am drained. I can only do a couple of those a year. But I was thinking about what other events, what smaller scale events can I do to help women as I'm building on these larger events. So I thought about something called Cycle Syncing 101. And Cycle Syncing 101, I'll post some videos and some pictures on the screen, but Cycle Syncing 101 is a phase-based alignment workshop around women's health and hormonal health, and just thinking about not only for women who are cycling, women who are done cycling, not cycling for whatever reason, how can we tap into that body intuitiveness to give our body what it needs when it needs it? And I wanted to focus on, like I said, women who are cycling, women who aren't. And so I based it around not only the menstrual cycles, but also the moon cycles and seasonal cycles. Because if you think about the things that we did before calendars and apps were a thing, we still had cycles. We still had things that our body needed at different times. And women back then, they had to find ways, and I'm sure they used their intuition to heal their bodies, to know what their bodies needed when they needed it. And so I really wanted women to be able to tap into that. And if you want more information on cycle syncing or how we did our cycle syncing workshop, please let me know and I can send it to you, or I can send you to my website and I'll give you some things to help. I gave the women shopping lists and recipes that they could use to align to those specific phases. So along with the phases, we also had a tasting, and I did a small appetizer plate of a meal that would be something that you would eat for that particular phase of the menstrual cycle or phase of the moon or seasonal cycle. And the women really loved it. I kept hearing really good things. I'm always asking for feedback because I'm doing a lot of talking during these events, and I want them to communicate and be able to share in a safe space. And one of the things that surprised me, not surprised me, but really made me feel like I was doing something purposeful, was the fact that these women felt safe enough to share their own experiences, which is what I really wanted. I wanted them to come comfortable. I wanted them to feel like this was a space that they could talk about the things that they may not normally talk about with the people in their lives. You know, this is something intimate, something that only women share, and you can only share it in certain groups of women because there are some women who don't even think about their cycle. There are some women who don't have hormonal issues or hormonal challenges or changes, and you can't really talk to them and feel safe in that moment. Not that your friends don't mean well, but I think that there's something therapeutic in a space where women are going through the same things that you're going through and you feel comfortable enough to share. So they shared some things with me that I didn't know. I shared some things with them that they didn't know. And that's really what I wanted. I wanted to be able to create a space like this. So I was really happy about that. But these are the type of events that I want to create, among other things. I have other things in my back pocket, but I was doing that on top of school. So there's a lot of things that have been going on. And I recently went to a conference that I found out about through my culinary program called the IFT conference. It's an expo, and it's put on by the Institute of Food Technologists. And as I transition in my career, in my life, I would love to be able to get to know this industry and learn more about the industry. So I'll be sharing some content on that soon. And yeah, I think that's about all that's been going on, but it's a lot. It's challenging. I have chemistry homework to do tonight. But I want to encourage anybody out there who is thinking about starting something new, trying something new. Just do it. Just do it. I couldn't keep sitting with this. That was something that I knew was going to keep eating at me if I didn't do something about it. I had to move forward. And if you have something that is in the back of your mind and it won't leave you alone, and when you get up in the morning you think about it, and when you go to sleep you think about it, and you just cannot get it out of your mind, that means that you're supposed to move forward. You're supposed to do something about it. Don't let fear make you stagnant. Don't let fear stop you. Take an inch. If you can't take a mile, take an inch. I'm a woman of faith, and I always believe that, God doesn't speak directly to me, like I don't hear voice or anything, but I always say, you know what, God, I'm gonna take a step. And if you stop me or if you pivot me, I know it's the wrong step. And so I just keep taking these baby steps, and I'm like, okay, I don't wanna do anything without you, so I'm just gonna keep taking a step. I'm gonna keep taking a step. So I've been taking steps, and I'm still scared. I'm sure I'm gonna be scared before every science class because science has not been my strong suit in school, but now that I have a purpose, I'm hoping that these things will click. So I hope that this encourages somebody to, just move forward. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do, whatever dream you have, whether big or small, pursue it. Get out there because we only get one life to live. Live your life to the fullest. Do what you want to do and just enjoy the ride. And that's what I'm doing right now, trying to learn the balance in all of this. I tend to do a lot. I tend to get really excited about the things that I pursue, and I still want to honor where I am in my life, and I still want to honor what my body needs in this space and in this phase, but also I don't want to stop dreaming. So if I can give you anything today, I just want to give you, just keep moving. Just keep moving. And I hope to continue to post content here. I get so nervous about being on camera because I think about the way I talk, I think about the way I look in the camera, and then I have to edit these videos, so I have to look at myself several times. But I just want to document this experience because I feel like somebody can use this. I get so wrapped up in my own insecurities, and we don't want to, certain things we don't want to share and things we don't want to talk about in front of a camera, especially when you're talking to the camera yourself. But I think about, 5 years down the line, I can look back on these videos and say, wow, I was in this space and I was so scared, and now I'm on the other side of it, and it feels so great to be able to have that. So I'm just going to continue to share here, and I invite you to come and join me on this journey. I thank you for listening. I thank you for subscribing and liking this channel, and I hope that you find something here helpful. So with that, I will leave you because I have chemistry homework to do. So I look forward to more videos like this, and I hope you enjoy the content. Let me know if you like any of my resources below, of cycle syncing, shopping lists. I have all of that I can give you below, and I'll post that in the description. So thank you so much for joining today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.